Hello guys, today we're going to take a look at the Rapoo 1620 wireless optical mouse. On Lazada PH, it's currently 259 pesos or 5 US dollars and has a very good review of 4.8 over 5 stars. It's just a basic wireless mouse intended for general use. The box design is very similar to Logitech's, even the color. Opening the box, you'll get the mouse, which is in a protective plastic and a manual. The top of the mouse has a matte plastic finish with a glossy Rapoo logo on the lower part. Being a basic mouse, the Rapoo 1620 only has 3 buttons, the left, right, and middle buttons plus the scroll wheel. The mouse wheel is made of an anti-slip rubber material with grooves. The sides are made of plastic with a glossy finish. The bottom also has a matte finish with 4 small circular mouse feet on the corners. This mouse does have an on-off switch, which most people prefer having. The optical is on the middle left and the battery compartment is on the bottom. It does come with a free battery, but it isn't rechargeable. They actually market this mouse to be able to last up to 9 months with a single battery. The battery compartment also serves as a holder for the 2.4 GHz receiver. The Rapoo 1620 has a DPI of 1000, which is very common for basic mice. It has a length of 111mm, a width of 64mm, and a height of 40mm. The mouse is very light, at around 62 grams without the battery. However, the included battery adds a significant amount of weight, causing the overall setup to be on the heavy side. The overall build is really great for its price. It doesn't look or feel that cheap like other mice on this price range. Its build looks pretty similar to other basic Logitech mice. All the switches on the Rapoo 1620 are nice and clicky. However, comparing it to other basic mice like the Logitech M185 and M100R, the Rapoo 1620 has a higher actuation force on all its switches. The scroll wheel feels really mushy and has more friction on the Rapoo 1620. Another major difference is the weight. The battery is located on the bottom part of the mouse, so the weight is distributed mostly to that area. However, this is just a common problem for wireless mice with a AA battery. I have what I consider as medium-sized hands, and when holding the mouse, it does fit my hands just right. It doesn't feel too big or too small. Its dimensions are actually similar to the Logitech M100R and G102. It's just a bit shorter. However, the convex sides and the pointy arch of the Rapoo 1620 makes it feel a lot taller and smaller because most of the pressure is on the center of your palm. Because of this, using a palm grip doesn't feel right. I'd personally go with a relaxed claw grip or a fingertip grip if you have large hands. However, this is all personal preference. Compared to a wired mouse, there doesn't seem to be any noticeable latency issues when using the Rapoo 1620. Doing regular tasks, you don't really notice the higher switch actuation force that much. The only thing that doesn't feel right is the mushy scroll wheel. I know this is a basic mouse, but I know some of you might use it for gaming, so I gave it a try. While gaming, there were only a few things that bothered me. One was the additional weight of the battery. It does make dragging and lifting the mouse feel a bit harder. Also, something just doesn't feel right about the weight distribution. A solution to this issue is to increase the in-game sensitivity so that you won't have to move the mouse that much. Anyway, I was still able to aim and do flicks on shooter games. Additionally, the weight is not that noticeable for top-down games. Another thing that bothered me was the middle mouse button. It was incredibly hard to press, especially during intense moments. What's harder is when you have to double click it. A solution would be to bind the middle mouse button and use it for something else that's easier to do. The Rapoo 1620 is a great basic wireless mouse. It gets the job done on a variety of tasks. It's a great mouse compared to other poorly made wireless mice at this price range, and it's also a cheap alternative for the other expensive wireless basic mice. I'd recommend the Rapoo 1620 for those who need a mouse for general use, including casual gaming. Personally, if your main priority is gaming, I think the Rapoo 1620 might not be ideal. Not that it doesn't perform well while gaming, but there are other mice that you can consider which are made for gaming at this price range. At the same price range, you can get the Fantech Ryguard 2, which has 6 buttons and is also wireless. You can also save up a little and buy the Rack Dasig or Fantech Crypto VX7 instead, which are sold at around 500 pesos. That's all for this video. We will really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel. It will really help us make better videos in the future.